Here's Johnny. Thank you, Ed. Hey there, social media family. Being up any subscribers as well as any visitors to that being in my own social media channel and or likewise chat room conversation. How are you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said, to be feeling all right, or if not best of all to be said, to be feeling blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, your family and friends, and hopefully me and mine likewise as well, all the same. Hey, are you going to stay for more than, speak of the devil, just when I thought to speak upon some such matters, just another dime a dozen pop-up character, the likes of, no, I don't want to say dickhead or prick, though, that kind of label, more than likely, more often than not, would be ascribed and associated with and representing a character's person as that being, of the likes of dime a dozen ones of other visitors who pop up on my own YouTube social media channel and literally actually just pop up on it or in here for a couple few seconds and just as quick pop up out or off of my social media channel, and that shows just so much total disrespect, as if I gotta be speaking upon one's character as a person of that nature all the time. And whereas that person of a character could possibly be some of anybody, everybody, not even so or equal as well, but especially the likes of certain neighbors, being of whom would be commonly called and or commonly known as proverbial neighbors from damn hell. Like the worst ones yet, where I'm at now in a worse neighborhood, I barely got back from doing my laundry before they started up with their different 2-cent power plays. But then as these here particular proverbial neighbors from damn hell are, more creepier than the last ones, being of whom I have had to be bothered with or become subject to experiencing that being of their own ignorance, insanity, and impoliteness, or in other words, stupidity, sickness, and rudeness. Whereas these neighbors from damn hell, they are more like spooks that sit by the door than, to be compared on to the, loud, bam, bam, rebels wannabes of midnight cowboys, okay? If you know what I mean. Read between the lines, fill in the blanks. And so much for that conversation. I'm going to try to speed dial this one particular present social media broadcast video because it's being that because now, I am trying to think of it with my intentions to make it to one of these free eating spots, or the likes of a soup kitchen, as certain ones moonlight likewise as food pantries, And whereas this is one of the few ones, being of which I myself personally know about, being that my person, that feeds during the night time or evening hours, compared to how the majority of most, being of which I know about, feed only during the daylight or daytime hours, Yes. And so much for that conversation. The dialogue is well, not that I had meant to possibly, kill somebody else's eardrums and bore the damn hell out of anybody, for that matter. Likewise, as well, all the same, that be said and stated for the record. Then let me just dive into this here, and then I'm going to wrap it up shortly, hopefully. But I finally got around to doing my laundry, what is worth me or anybody else, Then because it's all about keeping up appearances, regardless of whether the person could possibly, be unemployed or a homeless person for that matter. Not that I am. God forbid. I mean, I've had to move here where I'm at now, presently, just to keep from becoming homeless. Though this is one of the worst of neighborhoods. Well, that's not the half, but that's honestly, this is one of the worst neighborhoods to move in with. The riffraff, or characters as they are, being more notorious, of the likes of closet usual suspects and public enemy number ones. But then, oh yeah, I think I told you all how there was a shooting outside the building here, something like within the last few weeks, give or take some days, yellow tape and all, and undercover detectives, and then the regulars, then the average citizen would that much more be familiar with and recognize and realize to be card carrying members to the law enforcement community, or as it would be commonly called and known by street slang as the boys in blue. Yeah. Anyway, though, I finally got my laundry out the way. I'm getting back to me. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. And regardless of certain neighbors, attempt to put something on my mind, was I could possibly be stressed out enough as it could possibly come to be the case or situation, thinking how I would have to get that task out of the way, a duty to perform, necessary chore for my own personal survival, existence, or whatever I've said, I mean, after all, the laundry's not going to get done by itself. Nobody's going to do it for me. And I don't have the kind of money to pay anybody to do my laundry, with my person being on a limited fixed income, So I had to come back from the laundromat. I've had to, put certain items of my clothing or wardrobe apparel ensemble, and using one of the fancy words to describe, clothes or clothing. I had to put some of that stuff, some such as some, or whatever I've said, upon, doors in my apartment. Well, upon a washroom door, and then on a bedroom door, otherwise, and because compared to other clothing item of mine, whereas certain ones did not get dry, it had remained kind of damp. And believe me, trust me when I say I don't want to spend any more time in a laundromat than what I would have allotted so much time to take care of my laundry. So I said, forget this. I'm not drying this again. I don't have that kind of money anyway. Well, no, I have quite a bit on my laundry card to put on it, but I mean, I don't feel like, spending additional unwanted time in a laundromat. So I said, I'm just going to take this back to my place as is and be done with it. Some of it's dry and some of it's not dry, but what the darn heck, put like that, rather than say what the damn hell. So I'm just gonna wrap it up, being which I had done and did. It's all good in the hood. Got my laundry back into my place of residence. Then the neighbors from down here started acting up. Like I said, changing up with the 2-cent power plays, although they're more creepier, but then sometimes they come off like bam rebels. If anything, they just go about that as a means to exercise foul play of action on their part, whereas the noise that they would make would serve as, a diversion to cover up the sounds of them bothering with my apartment door. And so therefore I have to be that much more alert to my surrounding characters within, being as these neighbors are worse yet, are much worse. much worse than the last one for the licensed kind of the dime a dozen proverbial neighbors from down hell, as they be that much more coming off as creepy, or be that much more creeping than my last neighbors from down hell, or the licensed kind, and it be that much more likely and more often than not. Much more so than the last neighbors from down hell, whereas they themselves would that much more make like spooks that sit by the door as the worst neighbors from down hell. Yeah. But nevertheless, got my laundry back into my pad here, my dig, or whatever I said. In my crib for the baby boy here. Then I'm a grown male, my man, and I live in a apartment as a resident tenant, paying annual monthly rent, utilities, and etc. So give me my props. I'm just saying, as a matter of figure speech so far, that not for the last minute, but for what I had mentioned, something before that last, because I am really, literally, actually a grown adult male of a grown-up man who pay annual monthly rent, utility, and etc. So don't get that Snoop Doggy, Frog Hog, and King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Not that I'm doing so much of a rendition of, a scene out of that one vintage classic pop culture movie flick, that co-starred, the black brother actor Denzel Washington and that white boy, what's his name? Ethan Hunt? No, Ethan Hunt was the character played in the movie. I think his first name is Ethan something. No, he's the same white boy or Caucasian male who had co-starred in another movie flick, of the Purge movie flick franchise, for the first Purge movie. And where he was supposed to be partnering up with the brother, where they playing good cop, bad cop, and that one movie flick, Otherwise by Name. And so much for that. I don't want no B's or H's attempting to do the stanky leg my way like so, being that because I don't mess around with bras or dames who are floozies or bimbos. Trump 24 out of the White House. Biden's got to go. Let's go, Brandon. Let's get the Fuhrer for all races of people, or the Fuhrer for all races of person, back into the White House and the Oval Office. The former ex-presidency or president of the USA. And by the way, y'all, the word Fuhrer does not necessarily have to be ascribed to or be associated with and representing a despot of a third world country, whereas the supposed so-called leader of some such is attempting to conquer the world. In German, the word Führer only means, when translated, to be defined as that leader. You hear what I'm saying? So let's not get it twisted. Let's not blow that word out of proportion and misinterpret it for something else, just because a despot or dictator had give that word a bad name. If you know what I mean. Read between the lines, fill in the blanks. and whereas 6 million had to suffer for his dictatorial actions, of ignorance, insanity, impoliteness, or stupidity, sickness, and rudeness. But then twice or three times as many persons of another race of people have suffered many times more, many times over. I think you all know what horrific episodes of chronicle human history that I'm making reference to. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm black or white. I'm just an American citizen. Well, I'm more of a Christian, first and foremost, and Protestant at that. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus. What I want to put name it in, the name of Jesus. Jesus walk. God show me the way. The devil's trying to break me down. Jesus walks with me, with me, with me, with me, with me. Come on. Dance with me, women and children, or boys and girls, adolescents, or teenagers, and preteens, or whatever races and whatever walks of life that's in the society, like our preferences, as well as any grown-ups who could possibly come or be family or subscribers to my social media, YouTube channel, in a chat room or comment section, to become on my social media family. That's including any visitors. Likewise, as well, all the same, or subscribers and visitors alike to my YouTube social media channel and on chat room comment section. Jesus, well, God show me the way. The devil trying to break me down. Jesus, well, is there anybody out there? Huh? Where are my peeps and folks at? Where they at? Talk to me now. Where they at? Huh? Don't leave me hanging. Holler at me. I knew this. I knew this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, ba, 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 ba. I salute you, actor brother Ice-T, former or ex rap artist singer brother. I salute you, fellow Red, Ice-T, my brother, my man. Like Denzel Washington would say in that other movie flick, you know. American gangster, U.S. hustler, home of the brave and the God. You know, he was saying in more words or less, the actor brother Denzel Washington, he was saying, although he agreed to do an autobiography on a major drug pusher, dope dealer, but unless there is some redemption to be associated with the male character he would play in that autobiographical movie flick film or Hollywood or Hollywood motion picture production, then he would have to decline the offer to do it, you know. But then the majority of most celebrities are weird, you know. That's why another name for Hollywood is to be given the nickname of Hollyweird. I mean, they would have to be weird when they sell their souls to the devil to be able to make the much bigger, you know, cash, moolah, mucho dineros, you know. And how y'all like my t-shirt? I'm not too crazy about baseball nowadays, you know. It's one of my wash clothing as I come back from learning that, you know. I'm not too crazy about baseball nowadays. I mean, it's one of the most boring sports to me. You know, you gotta sit like, and speaking upon those matters, you gotta sit for something like it seems like an eternity for somebody to really score. You know, I mean, you think that somebody just get up at the plate and just hit a home run, just strike it out of the ballpark, and then you ain't gotta, you know, try to snatch a base. You ain't gotta go through. Okay, if I can get first base, then maybe I can get second base, then maybe I can get third, and then maybe I can hit a home run. I mean, if you just hit it from Jump Street, and then you just stroll from base to base, you know, act like you on a wagon ride down south during the summer, on your way with your girlfriend or wifey dear, fiance to what you call a park picnic or something. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. But then that was a song played in that Durango movie. Or Django rather. Django. Well, you was right about one thing. I'm doing a paraphrase dialogue from that particular one. But then you do know that the Actors Guild is on strike, you know, that is the writers, you know. They're talking about a whole lot of AI is going to be you know, providing dialogue for upcoming movies and television shows until the strike is off for the writers of Hollywood or Hollyweird, you know. I believe I would make a great writer for Hollywood or Hollyweird, California. Let's say if I was ever given the opportunity to submit scripts of my own making, then some. You know. So much for that, you know. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this up, family. Social media family, subscribers, and visitors alike. You know, don't ask me, you know, in great detail or attempt to, you know, be even more, you know, snooping. I mean, unless you friend, then foe or enemy, you know, you can push on. I mean, it's not like I got an answer to a PO, parole officer, or anything like that. Well, I can speak on my own life, provided that it's kosher, though rather vague. I could be about it, because I ain't got an answer to nobody but my God if I'm doing right. You know, if I'm walking the straight and narrow. I didn't do much of anything today. No. I just got my laundry out the way. Baby, so I can look proper, I say. I don't have to look like I'm the boo, the shopping cart homeless woman lady. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if anything, I'd rather be the boo of the Lady Liberty. You know, with or without the big cash bucks, with or without a bankroll that could come my way. If I be given some such chance or opportunity to be able to say, my ship has arrived as it be. Okay? I like that rap. Trump 24, Trump 24, Trump 24. Trump 24. Out of the White House and over office, Biden got to go. Trump 24. Out of the White House and over office, Biden got to go. Trump 24. Out of the White House and over office, Biden got to go. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go surfing now, everybody surfing now. Come on, go surfing with me. Come on, go surfing. I love it. I wish they all could be alive. Any born raised female person representing the opposite sex, whatever races or walks of life or factions of society, looking bootyless, beautiful and cute, looking sweet, sexy, shapely, and everything, and make me want to have you sing on my, as well as rap my bang on, regardless of whether or not I could put a ring on your finger, and in the process of going about with the zang, zang, yang, yang. Around the world. Man, a woman in that Beyonce music video, man, it looked like I was like checking out. I was like, all the things I would, the freaky things I would, the freaky kind of action I would engage in with them. They try to wake up something dead. Oh yeah, they looking like some chatterbait woman. There's this one I don't know what's that called. Well, I know it's some kind of porn website. It changes up. Well, certain ones of them compared to other ones. Well, more than enough of them, they be like, showing themselves in their birthday suits. Compared to other ones, they don't show squat, and they be pissing off more than quite a few male voyagers compared to other ones, Because the average, I'm going to tell you, speaking upon those matters, the average peeping tom porn website, that's what I call them, peeping toms, porn website, regardless of whether any among them are the likes of closet sexual predators, from rapists to worse yet, pedophiles and non-gay guys checking out porn videos which exploits the intimacy, sensuality, and sexuality of the private parts of born and raised female person representing the opposite sex. But a lot of them, why do you think the average people time of a porn site that exploits the sexuality of born and raised female persons and women, hopefully only a women and girls, all they think to do in watching it is so that they can get their rocks off, choke the chicken, till they can get together with another, born and raised female person representing the opposite sex, hopefully of a woman and a girl, and hopefully in a way where the feelings are mutual. Because if it's not, then that would be actions on males' parts of non-gay guys that would constitute a sexual assault charge, or rape, being in which is punishable by law within a courtroom setting before a judge, jury, and prosecutor with a fine, imprisonment, or both, And the average male sexual predator is a cowardly bully, a terrorist wannabe, and a loser in my book. But anyway, let me wrap this up, you all, as I got to get to this one soup kitchen, because I'm hungry as a boogaboo. I got to get me some beaver meat in my mouth. Pardon the pun, that wasn't intended. No disrespect, little or none disrespect, little if any disrespect, but none disrespect meant to any past, present, or future sexual assault victims or rape victims. For the last one. Then, if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I hope that you would think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your veins, by recognizing or realizing what He Himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of Golgotha. Suffering at the hands of some of such Roman soldiers up under orders of their superiors, political, militaristic, political, well, religious, political, militaristic, etc. But then, nevertheless, he went to that cross of Calvary to become a perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. Don't steal my trademark gesture. I'm at the copyright sometimes. So that if any of us, being of whatever race and whatever walks of life, or the old and young, like both two sexuals in the word, profess faith in them, we will have that fire insurance for the lake of fire down hell once we make that transition for the hereafter afterlife. Y'all take care and be safe. We out. Peace.